On ASEAN Highlight this week, let's begin with the Thai Premier's first official trips abroad. Thai Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra embarked on her official international trips as Prime Minister, during which she met with the Sultan of Brunei, the President of Indonesia and the Prime Minister of Cambodia.
Thai Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra met the Sultan of Brunei on her first official trip abroad on Saturday. Yingluck said that Brunei promised to support her government, exchange technology and knowledge with Thailand, and proceed with bilateral cooperation on education, medicine and agriculture. Brunei is also willing to increase care and employment of Thai workers. Meanwhile, she promised to support Brunei's role as the chair of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, in 2013. The Thai Prime Minister then arrived in Jakarta on Monday to meet Indonesian President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. Yudhoyono said they also discussed the Thai-Cambodian border conflict, which has soured relations between Thailand and Cambodia in recent times and resulted in bloody clashes. He said he was pleased to hear from the Thai Prime Minister that there is good progress. And as ASEAN's chair, Indonesia welcomed the progress and hoped the problem can be solved peacefully. The Thai Prime Minister arrived in Cambodia last Thursday. She said she intended to restore good relations with Cambodia in all aspects, and she expected active border trade and relieved border issues. The Prime Minister said the talk may result in the opening of the border near the Pravihan temple to facilitate trade there, which should please the local people. And regarding helpful Veera Somkwamkit and Ms. Ratri Pipatana Phaiboon, two Thai activists imprisoned in Cambodia, the Prime Minister said her government was duty-bound to take care of all Thai people. She said she would raise their case with Cambodia, but the decision would depend on Cambodian authorities. She noted that good relations could facilitate solutions to some difficult disagreement. Akanit Wichiencharan of Thai News Agency, ASEAN TV.
Next up, the new U.S. envoy to Myanmar ended his 5-day trip to the country on Wednesday, calling his talk with the government officials productive.
Derek Mitchell told reporters at Yangon International Airport that he considers his visit highly productive. Mitchell said he raised concerns regarding the country's detention of political prisoners, human rights violations, and lack of transparency in the Myanmar government's relationship with North Korea. He said he and Myanmar officials had very candid dialogue on the subject. During his visit, he held meetings with a wide range of officials, including members of parliament, cabinet ministers, and opposition politicians led by major pro-democracy leader Aung San Suu Kyi. Mitchell said the issue of sanctions was not a priority but did come up in discussion. He noted that many within the international community remain skeptical about Myanmar's commitment to genuine reform and reconciliation, so he urged Myanmar authorities to prove the skeptics wrong. Mitchell said he stressed the U.S.'s commitment to help Myanmar foster a civilian-led democratic governing structure and to reform laws and issues pertaining to human rights. Akanit Wichiencharan of Thai News Agency, ASEAN TV.
And on to a related update, U.S. Assistant Secretary of State William Bransfield says Myanmar will soon surpass Afghanistan in exporting illegal narcotics like heroin and methamphetamines.
William Brownfield, the Assistant Secretary to the Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs, was on a 4-day visit to Thailand for talks on the narcotics trade. His trip concluded on September 16. He told journalists in Bangkok on Thursday that international efforts have helped stem the drug trade in Afghanistan.
For all of the right reasons, Burma or Myanmar is likely to be a greater producer and a greater exporter of illicit drugs in the years ahead because of the success of the international community gradually in controlling and reducing the flow of illicit drugs from Afghanistan.
Brownfield urged neighboring countries like Thailand to be alert to a likely increase in narcotics trafficking.
It is therefore extremely likely that Thailand, a neighbor of Burma, will have to address the reality of increasing production and transit of heroin, opium, and crystal methamphetamines and other artificial drugs in the years ahead.
The US Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs has an annual budget of nearly $4 million to combat the sale of illegal drugs worldwide. Myanmar has gained a reputation for the production of heroin and other illegal narcotics in the region, known as the Golden Triangle, where Myanmar, Thailand and Laos meet. A 2011 report from the International Narcotics Control Strategy said ethnic insurgent groups who operate as criminal syndicates are behind the thriving narcotics trade.
Minister of the State of Foreign and Commonwealth Office of the United Kingdom, Jeremy Brown, visited Bangkok to deepen and broaden the political and trade relationship between the United Kingdom and Thailand.
In an interview with the Thai news agency, the minister said it is very important that trade barriers are removed so that the UK and Thailand can further deepen its business relations. As for the UK, he said it not only welcomes foreign investments, it is a competitive destination for foreign investments. It not only is the one major economy in Europe that speaks English, it has a flexible labor market and the lowest incorporation taxes out of all the G7 countries.
Britain is rated as the fourth best country anywhere in the world for doing business, best country in Europe. So we are confident that we are an attractive destination for inward investors, but we are always looking at ways that we can advertise ourselves and make sure that people are aware of the opportunities that exist in Britain.
With regards to British investments in Thailand, the minister said Thailand is reasonably welcoming to British investments, but wondered whether revising laws concerning property rights of foreign companies would make Thailand an even more competitive destination. And with regards to the formation of the ASEAN Economic Community in 2015, he said it will be an opportunity for over 600 million people in ASEAN to have a greater voice on the global stage and will likely boost trade between the UK and Thailand further.
ASEAN as a mechanism creates a sort of critical mass which gives Southeast Asia a greater role on the world stage, including commercially, not just politically, but in terms of business and trade as well.
During his visit, the UK Minister of Foreign Office held meetings with the Thai Deputy Prime Minister and the Thai Minister of Commerce, during which he discussed the good relations and good opportunities for mutually beneficial business and cultural exchanges. Separately, he also held a meeting with the leader of the opposition. Akanit Wijianjaran of Thai News Agency, ASEAN TV.
Now for some lighter development, the International Human Rights Watch has awarded several journalists from Southeast Asian countries the annual Helman Hamid Award on Wednesday in Bangkok for their continued work on furthering free speech.
The New York-based human rights organization said they were among 48 awardees from 24 countries to receive the annual Helman Helmet Award. Malaysia's Zulfikar Anwar Alakwe, Thailand's Jiranut Premchaiporn, and Cambodia's Heng Chakra have all been arrested for publishing articles against their government. Human Rights Watch's Southeast Asian representative, Sean Crispin, said some of the award recipients were not able to attend the gathering in Bangkok for fear of imprisonment.
There are a number of recipients of this award that were not able to travel to Thailand for fear that they risked imprisonment upon their return. I would note most prominently Vietnam, which, what did you say, Phil? How many? Eight recipients of the award this year.
Alakwe, a cartoonist, said the award has encouraged him to fight against censorship in his home country.
It's very important and serve as timely support for me to keep fighting censorship and violation of human rights in Malaysia through my cartoons.
Jiranut Premchaiporn, a Thai editor for the Pracha Thai web board, said she believed the government would not be able to successfully suppress people from expressing themselves.
There are 4 more web forums emerged since we already shut down. So it doesn't, once the government try to shut down or stop, the people won't stop. And this is quite clear of the human nature for resist to share their thoughts, their will, and their belief.
Jiranut was charged for letting people post their comments about Thailand's royal family on her web board. Heng Chakra, a Cambodian editor-in-chief of newspaper Khmer Machas Rock, said his work will continue regardless of the obstacles. The recipients of the award will receive financial helping ranging from $1,000 to $10,000. More than 400 journalists have received the award since they began in 1990.
And wrapping things up this week, heavy rains flood crocodile farms in Thailand, challenging hunters to contain the escaping reptiles, while Burmese villagers cross the border to flee flood waters.
Crocodile hunters were working overtime in Thailand's eastern Chonburi province on Tuesday to contain runaway crocodiles after floodwaters inundated crocodile farms. Weeks of heavy storms caused massive flooding in the 3 million year stone park in Pattaya Crocodile Farm, a tourist attraction in the Thai beach town of Pattaya, some 140 kilometers southwest of Bangkok. The farm houses about 2,800 crocs, while it's not known how many have escaped. Earlier Tuesday, local Thai television showed 10 people wrangling a 400-kilogram crocodile from a swamp near the farm, attempting to carry it back to its cage. Meanwhile, floodwaters along the Myanmar border town of Mesot have forced villagers to flee. Nearly 300 Burmese residents crossed the border from Mewadi, carrying luggage and wading through flooded roads. Houses, shops and warehouses are reportedly underwater, with damages estimated to reach 10 million baht. Thailand has been battered by heavy rains and flooding since late July from Tropical Storm Nokten and several other heavy rainfalls during the monsoon season, which normally runs from August to October. More than 500,000 people in at least 21 of Thailand's 76 provinces are reported to have been affected by storms and chest high floods. Around 200,000 homes and nearly 3,000 villages have been affected, leaving about 1.5 million acres of farmland underwater. The country's meteorological department warned of more possible flash floods and mudslides in 35 provinces in the coming week, as more heavy rains were expected throughout the country.
And that's it for this edition of ASEAN Highlight. And on behalf of everyone here at the ASEAN News Desk, I hope you all have a lovely weekend and Sawasdee krap.